but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Carter, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself. Doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll go option to the short side. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 6 there on the run, then it brings up 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back.
Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. They were, but the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way, the two owners.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. Emerson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So Bates is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bears at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. From his goal line here, Fields.
And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
From the 29, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Santos for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Henry. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Back to throw, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Jones has it. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Fields on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Eagles.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Deion Jones gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts being chased out left. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
19.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kyler Gordon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack on first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run wide side with Henry. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts. And he's got it. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. A slant to Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Here's Hurts to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Robert Quinn, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Hurts going to keep it again. Off the option, here's Henry. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. They called it no gain there on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Fields. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To the air again, Fields. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. He still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point, and the lead's down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, it's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago. Now Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.